August 4th, 2025. I woke up a bit earlier than I wanted to, uh, but that was all right. Kind of got cracking on my things. Um, Mostly just graphic stuff at first. Um, I went and did my walk just after noon. I think at 12:20 I started. Took a different route, the shortcut that Elisa suggested, and that ended up being pretty ideal. I think the walk in total was right around a little over an hour, 3.3 miles, something like that. So I might do that one a lot. I don't know. Likely I am. The route was nice. Not a lot of road crossing, decent amount of sidewalks, and mostly neighborhood type stuff. No major streets other than Main Street, which is small for Main Street anyway. After the walk, I came back and got cracking on my stuff again. This time I'm getting back into, or more focused on the color grading stuff that I need to get done. And that took a good chunk of my afternoon. And then I needed to help Adam with some stuff, so I headed over there in the evening. I could only spend a couple hours there, getting some of the graphic stuff fixed for him. I still actually got some things I needed to. I'll probably need to take care of tomorrow or the day after, maybe. And then headed back here and cracked on with the graphic stuff or color grading stuff. And that's what I've been doing the whole rest of the night. I am quite tired. I almost kind of started passing out here, and I didn't get as far as I was hoping, but I got done what I could. So that's the total of the day. The thought of the day I had, I looked at my little list there a moment ago, and I noticed the well, I don't know if it's a super common thing, but I have heard on occasion, and I feel like this even was common for me back in the day, that for some reason you always look at the clock when it's 11:11, whether that's PM or AM, and I just never. I think it happened to me for maybe a year in my early 20s or something. And I kind of thought, oh, that was kind of, people just, I don't know, it was like a common thing. People, oh, yeah, that happens to me all the time. Well, it only happened to me for a little while. I don't know, maybe it was few years even. But then it sort of disappeared. And I wasn't even aware that it was disappeared, but it just not part of my consciousness for a long time. And then maybe 5 years ago or something, somebody I know made a movie, titled it that. The story, the name of the movie. I think that's the name of the movie even. Or maybe it was a short. Anyway, that kind of put the seed of it back into my mind. But I still wasn't noticing that time. I don't know. Just wasn't. I was aware of it, but it just wasn't like a thing that happened all that often. It started to happen a lot recently, and I don't know why. And it led me to think about how maybe your subconscious kind of tracks time a little bit and just kind of prompts you around that time, and you see it. I mean, this is just sort of a working hypothesis I have, but my deep thought about it today was that I wonder if, as you get attuned to that kind of cadence, that you track that time, that as you get older, at some point your time tracking capability will start to diminish. And if all of a sudden, instead of 11:11, every day you're seeing 11:12 for a while, or 11:10, or 09, or whatever, something other than 11:11, but close to 11:11. And if by doing that you might get a sense of what direction your timing has started going askew. Or does it just stay dialed in forever? I don't know. Sort of just a sort of an odd thing to ponder, I guess. But I guess there's no real deep thought about that. But I just was curious about that. I had that thought cross my mind today. Anyway, what does that mean for a call to action? I don't know. Maybe do what you can to take care of your mind, so that as you grow old, you can age gracefully, and your internal clock might stay on tempo for even longer. All kind of random. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll catch you next time.